people gotta understand about presidents is we're not tyrants, bro. Like, they're not fucking dictators. There's rules and regulations. They can't just change
they're not a
things
one-all
the way
say-all. Right. They can't do anything, actually. Right.
And they actually need the cooperation of the other departments.
Of the Senate, the House.
And when it's a fucking one on one side, one on the other, it's just gonna always be never gonna progress, because it's always gonna be the same fucking special interest bullshit. Give and take, okay, this and that, until it's...
You know, in my head, but I thought...
Like, it doesn't make sense anymore.
I thought in my head, like, okay, so people want to go work for the government. Like, why? It should be because, you know, you want to do the greater good, right? Oh, I want to be a part of the solution. So the problem, I think, though, is humans, we can't handle power very too long. We can't. Nobody can. It just overtakes them. Whatever it is you do, I don't care if it's like, if you go try and be like a drug dealer, say it's undercover, you're going to be a drug dealer for a little bit. Like, it takes you in, man. Say you want to be a police officer, whatever it is, right? That life, whatever it is, it takes you into a certain, I don't know, a mind frame, because you have a sort of authority. So presidents, why do we put limits on terms of presidencies, right? Probably the same reason. Yes, because people can't be in power too long, or why? Yeah. Okay, well, people out there, why do we have?
Go for all politicians.
Exactly, you should go for
it.
Exactly my point.
In the lower ranks who are there forever, and they're just as important as the president, because they're still voting on all the major issues.
Exactly, if not more.
Cooperation. Then it doesn't matter what the president wants.
Point. Oh my God, I didn't even think about all that until now. That's what we were leading to. So we only looked at the presidency and put a term on it, and everyone else fucking stays where they are. So nothing really changes unless those people are fucking changed. Exactly. And that's what we have to change. So from now, I'm thinking so if you want to go work for any government entity, so what we look at the branches of government, we have like the top, right, federal. So you can work in the federal government, we'll give you 8 years, just like a president. And then we have state, if you want to be a state worker, right? Or would you have state? We'll give you 4. Because, you know, you're more closer to the people, so you got to be in power less amount of time. And then for city workers, right? There's a city or county and city, huh? State, county.
Oh, yeah, then it goes to judicial, the branch of the government.
So then we have county and so forth. And we'll set, though, you can only work. So I guess technically you can work in public services for a long time, but you have to work in each branch, and you have to work in each branch's the way that system goes, right? So you can't, or should you, maybe after you've done a term in any kind of government, then now you go out into the public world. And that way nobody ever fucking butters the bed too well, because, hey, if I know I'm gonna be out there soon, I'm not gonna fuck it up for me, right? That's what the problem is. You motherfuckers, excuse me, like people, okay, I think there's individuals in the government, I'm not sure who, but you can do this. If there's anybody that works for a place that uses taxpayer money to pay them, let's put it that way. And where was I gonna go with that, darn it? If they use taxpayer money to pay those people, then you can only work in that system a total of 8 years. That's it. So decide where you want to work in that system, but that's it. And then you have to go onto public, like public money, like private money, I guess. That would be private then, right? Yeah, then you go private. You can't work for the government anymore and cycle through. So while you're there, hopefully you do the right things and set it all up. And I think everybody would do this. Now, tell me if this is my theory right now. So we put people in the government fresh, maybe they're like, what are lawyers' age? Because I know law school is not easy. But would you say 29?
25 to 30, yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that mostly people in their late, we'll say 28 to 34 will be in this system. They'll be working to plan for Social Security, healthcare, right? They're gonna plan these things because they work in our government, right? So the government does sets these things in motion. How we manage healthcare and well, I think they should manage, because healthcare is a necessity. In fact, so here's the thing. I'm gonna get back to that. So we're gonna get these kids that are from 28 to around 32 up to 34, planning and making great decisions because they're good, educated well. They're like law degrees and big things like that. They want to be in public service, and they know that there's a day where they're going to be on that fence, and they're going to get old, and they're going to have problems. So they know that they're going to set that system up to help everybody and themselves. But in do so, they will be helping everybody because they know that they're part of the same system we are all on. So I think we would have like badass healthcare plans with state-of-the-art healthcare, not some person reading a diagnosis off an intern doctor reading, if he does this, looks like this, and does this, it's probably this, and reads that and then prescribes some generic medication and sees what happens. Like, really treat people, like a little bit of Eastern medicine, a little bit of yoga, meditation. Hey, maybe you go vegan for a month, a time, a year, and we learn how to do things that really make our bodies feel good and stop putting chemicals. There's chemicals in our food too, right? Fuck, we haven't even got to the GMOs and chemicals. Let's just stick to where we are with this.
You gotta be rich to eat healthy, right?
Yeah. So I gotta pay more for no chemicals. I'm very confused. Like, you know what I mean? I want to be healthy.
Yeah.
But so you're telling me that all the poor people that don't have money have to eat shit? Is that what you're telling me?
You don't want.
Yeah, you're telling me like, oh, hey, yeah, let's go give this to all the fucking poor people or people who live in lower income neighborhood. What the? And this is where you start to realize this was all thought out. Like the shit that you see didn't happen by chance, because I believe things don't happen by coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. So then you're saying, well, who set this in motion? Who was aware of this? Who did this? Who knew this? And I want to know too. Who did this? Oh, they just cracked. Oh, yeah, you just saw that right now in front of us. That was funny. Shit, that was funny, Dick. I got that. You can hear it in the background. Yeah, that was tight. See what I mean? Retarded people. I mean, like, really, you're gonna run? They ran face like nose to nose into each other. Like you couldn't see the car coming.
Playing chicken.
Yeah, they were playing chicken. What the fuck? Who the fuck plays chicken? Who's que pollo? Pollo loco. These niggas don't lost their mind out here in LA. All right, let's get back to it. So we realize, hey, these people set up some system, and usually it favors a certain either social class or ethnic background. There's probably two, right? And maybe gender. Maybe gender is part of there too. Maybe there's 3 different ways that decide those things. Huh? But mostly by your social class. Yeah, it is mostly set up by social class, because you can see everybody jumping all the other borders these days. Like women are doing shit that they shouldn't be doing, but the lower class is still lower class, and there's a reason why it's lower class.
The middle class is disappearing.
And the middle class, the ones who from the lower class had got smart, they did something, they worked their fucking ass off to get to the middle class. And they were happy with middle class. They didn't want to go fuck with your guys' top shit. Nobody didn't want to fuck with the top shit, right? We were happy being the middle class, and you want to do away with it. You want us to be rich or poor, and there's more poor than anyone else. So I want the people to open their eyes, okay? People of America that live here in the United States of America. Now, I'm not asking who your origin, what your ethnic background. I'm telling you, if you fucking live here, then you're here. You're part of this, something we need to do, okay? You're the part of that, okay? So if you live here, and I was gonna tell you until that car swerved and changed my whole thought pattern. Jesus. Okay. If you live here. Oh, this is what I need to remind you. And maybe it's gonna be easier if I send you some homework. Okay, so have you all seen the movie A Bug's Life? A Bug's Life? Me and my son, I remember Anthony, I love you. He was about maybe 2.5, 3. Could have been 4. And it was my weekend. I'm not sure, I only had him. I didn't have Alina. and he wanted to go to the movies, and I didn't have a car then. And I was living out here with my grandparents because my grandma was getting ready to die. And we took the bus all the way to Puente Hills Mall to go see Bugs Life. I thought it was a cute movie, but it isn't until I got older that I realized the importance of that movie for us, because people don't get it. So I'm Flick, you know, gotta be that guy, because you know that's me right now. So. And we're all ants. Not all of us, but you know, we have other insects like in the movie. But for the majority, we're ants, Americans, I guess. Because some of them people don't want to be American; they're just a part of the group, but they're not really American. But it's okay. Like, there's still a place for you. You know, it's cool. Fly your flag. I get it. You know, you're really proud of your country, but you want to be here. Okay, I want to fly this flag, and because I want to be here. This is my flag. So, in any case, we're the ants. And the people in the government, or should I say the Caucasian, can we give the name? I mean, it's something about the white blood. I don't know what's in your blood. I'd like to look at your genes and try and find out what poison's in there. There's something in your gene that makes you want to take over shit. Like, it's like, you just turn on and then you want to, like, you just think you could take stuff or beat people up or carry knives or fucking grenade. Like, you know, white states, these guys have, like, fully automatic guns. You guys get that, right? Like, you're fucking crying about us in California about some shit we have, and fucking guys, white boys in some fucking crazy, you know, they got like fucking grenade launchers and shit. They got 50 cals, and they have no restrictions on carrying their guns or anything. So don't fucking act like we're the problem because we got some guns up in LA, okay? Fuck, what the fuck, right? We're not the problem and you fucking know it. So in any case, let me get back to this fucking blood. I'd like to see it, your blood. It's the only one that doesn't like get along with other genes or something. It just fucks everything else up. I don't know why it does this, but it does this. In any case, they're the grasshoppers. Okay, and you remember the ants do all the fucking work, right? All year long, saving food for them, the grasshoppers, as well as saving enough food for all their people to get through the winter, right? So they work twice as hard, right? Because they're feeding all the grasshoppers and all the ants. And the grasshoppers don't really do shit. I mean, what do they do? Well, nothing, right? I mean, do they hold order? Do they make just law? Do they fucking, you know, what are they doing? Like, are they building things? You know what? They didn't do shit. They fucking fed them bellies. They fucking sinned. And they just fucked off. But didn't help anybody. Until one day, this guy, who was probably high as fuck, knocked over all the food. Listen, people. We're the ants. But we're fucking important. Like, we're the whole thing. So we need to remember that we should be controlling this whole situation. I'm not really sure why we can't all stand up together. But maybe it's because the white people are very, very smart. And they give you entertainment, like football and baseball and all these things that keep you preoccupied. You know, that you forget you're being fucked. You're not even getting fucked no more, you're getting fisted. And you don't even fucking know it, right? You're fucking watching football or baseball or you're going to the movies. Oh, let's go see a new movie, right? They got you all fucked up thinking about shit you shouldn't be thinking about. You know, why are you worried about a movie when you don't know how you're gonna retire, what jobs are gonna be available to you and your children? Like, there's some fucking serious shit you and your people should be thinking about. And I don't think it's about what movie's coming out over the weekend. Or what the fuck's on Channel 7. Or what new shoes fucking Kanye just put out. Oh, Kanye and the fucking Kardashians. Oh, God, don't even get me started with the Kardashians, please. You people are worried about the Kardashians. And you have like a fucking tent city. Probably in every major community in the United States. Tent city. Do you understand that? people living in tents, you know, like literally living in a tent with no running water, and there's so many of them now that they probably even put porta potties so everybody can take a shit, because that's pretty fucking gross if they got nowhere to shit. And for some reason I noticed large amounts of people shit randomly everywhere. They do. I don't. Every now and then they, or I think they do. I don't even know. Do they organize and shit in a certain location? Like that's the restroom over there. Do you know that if they do that? I don't know if they do that. It doesn't matter. That's a little thing. No, it's not. It's a big thing. So imagine a bunch of people living in tents in the riverbed. For instance, usually riverbeds, except for in LA, they're all over the city in LA, huh? Fuck. What are they? Damn. Okay, LA, it's just everywhere, so I'm like, they take up a lot of space. There's a lot of people, but you're worried about the Kardashians and some bullshit ass lame. I mean, the guy's lame. Okay, if he's disrespectful to women, then he's lame. And the day I seen that fucker do that shit to the Taylor Swift, because I didn't really know Kanye West much before then, but I saw him get on stage and discriminate Taylor Swift when she worked her ass off, I'm sure, for her award. For him to do anything of the such made me turn off and realize that he's disgusting and lame and probably mentally deficient somewhere. Check his genes. He's got something that makes him be off. Or not just off, but mean. No, he's a horrible person. That's horrible. People don't do, really good people don't do stuff like that. So he's got a gene that makes you horrible. It's a rotten gene. It's a little gene that's all rotten. And not everybody has it, but some people you'll see out there in the world, they have this gene. Yes, Anthony? They got this gene, they're rotten inside. And you don't know what it is, right? It's like they try and destroy everybody around them. And you'll see them. They talk really negative, because they won't go after you physically and beat you up with their hands and shit. Like, they'll break your character, your spirit. Now, there's nothing worse than a broken mind, okay? This is the most important thing, and they know that. And this doesn't take a whole lot to break, I'll tell you right now. Anthony does it. It's pretty fragile, huh? It just takes a little bit of fucking negativity and shit, huh? And a little persuasion, and you get inside someone's head.
Strong and weak all at the same time.
Yeah. Because I knew some dudes that were they were fuck motherfuckers up, dude. They were thuggish, ruggish bone, but they couldn't handle life. Mine. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. People have taken their life. I've thought about it a lot of times. Ways to do it, what I was gonna look like. I just can't do it. I have kids that I love and won't leave. I see them continually, so I can't do it ever. I'll think about it a lot, but I'm not going anywhere. In any case, the mind is very fragile. This guy right here, and women and some people, those dark people, these dark energy people. They go around, and sometimes I believe maybe they leech onto a particular individual, but maybe they go, some that just, they're just negative to everybody. They don't really leech onto one particular, but they break your spirit. You'll see them out there. They make people feel bad about themselves. They talk very bad about them, and those people are broken inside, and they think they're nothing, and they think they believe what they hear. And there's nothing more worse than a broken spirit. And it's really hard to repair. People just take their life. They don't get repaired. A lot of people don't get repaired. Everybody's got something fucked up, huh? I'm noticing as people start to open up to me, and like randomly too, like in public, but as people are starting to open up, I'm realizing how fucked up all of us are. Like, a lot of us have some fucked up experiences. And I would say, and even so, girls have it really bad. This humanity thing, it is sick. It's a sick species. It does horrible things. It does some of the most unimaginable things. And you'll find those people. I used to want to do a documentary Oh wait. We started somewhere, Anthony. 401ks. All right, 401k. This is bullshit. So people stand up. We're the ants. Fuck the grasshoppers. But we gotta stand together, right? We have to change shit. We have to change the way everything is. Write a term for everybody in government. You can only work there for, we give them 8 years. 8 years. That's it. And then you have to go work in the world. You can't work for any government agency ever again. Okay, so it rotates continually. 401ks. I'm trying to understand this. So if you're a genius and you work with 401ks, or you're the person who, I don't know, manages the fund. I don't know. I don't know anybody who works for the 401k Fidelity people. But you fucking conned a lot of people, fucker. You are pretty fucking awesome. Okay, people thank this guy. Okay, he showed your gullibility more than anybody else so far. Okay, it's like those too good to be true things, or something very similar. Because think about what percentage of America has their retirement money that was theirs that they're putting to the side. Where do they have it? In 401k, huh? There's IRAs now. And there's some Roth IRAs, bonds, stocks, but 401ks, what do you think? What percentage of America's retirement money that people put on their own, or have put on their own because, you know, their company contributed, they contributed. How much money do you think is in that big pot? Huh? How much? And you're all doing it. You're all putting money there. You've been doing it for a long time, a lot of you. In fact, it even took a 50% cut and you still put money in it. Because I'm assuming you think that's all you have? A fucking system where you have to put your money in there. There are a bunch of fucking rules about how you get it out. And when you take it out, you get like 65% of it, and they take the rest because of like fees and all penalty. To take your own fucking money out. Really, do you charge a rich person all many money to take his money out? I mean, yeah, so I had it set aside for retirement. What the fuck? Shit happens, dude. So I gotta pay you a fucking penalty because I need my money? What special thing did you do for me that requires you to do that? Did you make me 20% interest? No, you didn't, did you? Okay, well, did you make any money off it? And if you did you give me a cut of the, you know, like, motherfucker, wait a minute. Maybe that's a thought. So your money should stay private to you in a locked place, and if they want to use it, then they have to give you a percentage of whatever they're making off it. If they made any money off it, you get a percentage, right? Because they're borrowing your money after all, aren't they? Do we get a payment on that loan? Isn't that what it shows? Am I right? I never thought of it that way. That's fucking awesome. Listen, people, I think we should get together, do a class action lawsuit, figure out why we didn't get paid interest on our money. Okay? Let's figure out what they made. Let's figure out how much is there, and it's lost interest. Okay? Lost interest money. Okay? Because if they fucking used it in any way, shape, or form to do profit or business, we want our fucking cut. Okay? Because you used our money, dick. How much money do you think's in 401k, Anthony? Billion. Think about it for a second. Because I know a couple people who've put million, and they're not really that rich. I mean, they're not like, there's not special people that Miller, you know? They just put in for a long time and they haven't invested in places. And